to confirm what we have been shouting and crying all this while, that Imo State have been sold to Fulanis. Make on hear this headline. We have two messages I have for my people this morning. But before then, thank God it is Friday. TGIF. My name is still the man Okurora One Nation. Oya, let us read in between the lines. From QTV, one message, and from Alosis Ejimako, another message. But let me read the headline from QTV before we can be able to dissect other messages we have concerning this regard. The one from QTV is said, Enokwa Arumere should solidify the attack. Let me also remind you that soldiers went to a Boeing community, even in their grief, and be threatening them that if they ever take photos or videos of the burning and the peoples that we lost in that attack from Fulani invaders, that they are going to return back in their own as military to attack them. So this shows that the Southeast as a whole have been sold by our political leaders. When I say this, some people will say me, hey, God forbid, God forbid. You that is talking God forbid, I beg, what have you done concerning the matter? Can you just fold your arm and say God forbid, and God will forbid? Where God have given you your two arms and your two legs to fight your enemies, and you are still waiting for the God of Israel, who are busy attacking Hamas and Palestinians with every armor within their reach. And you, as an African man, as an Igbo man, and we are from the center of Israel, then God of Israel will come to fight for us. You will wait till eternity. But to consolidate what we have been saying all this while, or rather, what I, Okute, have been saying, because when I said it, some people will feel like I too like to talk, I too like to propagate. But look at it here. Ganuje Commission's road, named after him, in old Imo State, in the United States of Biafra land. What is really going on? This is the question I ask myself every second. What is really going on? In Lagos State, that we the Igbos contributed immensely to develop, all the whole streets that have been named after the people who dominated there for decades have all been changed to Yoruba names and tell you, go to your own side and have your own road. Then in our own side, we are busy naming Fulani. Ganuje is a core Fulani from Mozambique. Naming the areas Fulani Ganuje Drive. What does it signify? Very soon, that Ganuje Drive, those areas now will be giving it to the Fulanis. And they will develop, marry our women, rearing children like animals. The time they will attack you, you may think that you own the land, not knowing that the population of the people whom have occupied one of your territory is bigger than the whole of the Southeast. And we are busy saying, God will judge them. Allow God to judge. At the right time, they will vanish. Okay, they will vanish with your only mouth. We are coming back for this, but before then, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crying loud. Make on hear the latest news. During our visitation with Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he lamented that enemies of Igbo race have taken advantage of his illegal detention to unleash coordinated attacks on defenseless villagers. Because had he been a free man, no entity would have dared carry out such an audacious attack against peaceful farming communities in Igbo land. Buodike, ihe ikeruo achobadike is an Igbo adage, and it is apt at this time. All the whole people who keep shouting that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a hungry man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is killing the Igbos. Simon Ekpa is this and Simon Ekpa is that. All of them have gone inside the river and run. Nobody is talking again. Including those who have already volunteered themselves to be having all kinds of, evidence to present against Simon Ekpa simply because he is defending his own land, not to be taken away by invaders, Fulani terrorists in military uniform. Because for military to come and threaten the people not to send or to make any video, even seizing their gadgets, their phones, threatening them that if they ever see any video that may be made by anybody from that community, that they're going to have a kind of reprisal attack coming back. people who are attacked, people who are mourning, people who are grieved, people who lose millions of naira in properties, all their young barn destroyed. The military came back and threatened them. What does that show you? It shows you that the military are the ones who are doing this. Sarah reporters carry this news. So this one is not it's not a propaganda. And I'm very sure that all those our House of Rep members who are busy collecting newspaper allowance will see this one and they look the other way around. They will never talk anything about it. Peter Obi was busy celebrating. I have gone to Peter Obi's page. I didn't see anything where he commiserates with the people that bandits or Fulani terrorists killed in Ebonyi. But he's busy celebrating Almajiris that have been engulfed in fire outbreak in Zamfara State. And we say we have political elders, political leaders. All of them, Ketekpa Gabobu Hanchanine can make press up from Bangladesh. Because Peter Obi always Bangladesh. Ketekpa Gabobu Peter Obi, after all the prominent men in Biafra land, that Ketekpa see the blue pressures from Bangladesh down to Hamas, and they are preparing it from Lebanon. Chineke Yakpo, their family ne loku, and Allah Biafra will reject even Ozufa when the time is right. Eli Shafa, after the morning, Ozufa to Roneruana. These people who have refused to stop all this nonsense, all of them, because they have security that is guiding them, then the poor machines can die and go to hell. And Finland is complicit in what is happening. France is also complicit. UK is complicit. All the whole European Union compared together are complicit because they are the one conniving with Nigerian government, Tinubu and the rest of them to destroy the Biafra territory. Let the world hear our voice. They are killing us in numbers. Oludare Tinubu have gone to Niger State and gave them 100 million naira for people who are involved in the tanker explosion. What happens to Enugu State? They have tanker explosion there. Where is their own 100 million naira? That is the end. Oh, nobody remembers you. And yet they are still want you to be in the same country. Answering one Nigeria, Chineke Yapu Hokana one Nigeria. Answering one Nigeria, that Chineke Yapu Hikana one Nigeria. Ijiji rape nwanyị ahụ okwefa na ahịa na kpolu na metụrụ ijiji gari enu ijiji gari enu ịma igbe ede mmadụ enu ijiji oke ma cockroach gari enu. She is among the ones who have been agitating to destroy Igbo properties in Lagos, and so that him and her husband can occupy everything and be answering city boy Jagaban of Lagos State. In fact, let us read the comments because that is where the main message is. Please like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Let's all start the comment from QTV about Ganuje Drive. Ganuje Drive in the land of Imo State. God has said that is why you get, that is what you get when your house is divided. You are supporting Madam Ngozi Orabeze on daily basis. We give the Fulani the access way for more of these. Your Ngozi Orabeze rejected the Biafra Defense Force is the direct result of what you see playing out in the land. Okay, we're going to see the comments. And here can say the cause of saboteurs, we shall see it at last. If you see how desperate Fulanis need our land, you will know that the guys are evil and sabos in Biafra land supporting them. They need our land at all costs because they are foreigners. They don't have anywhere. They don't have land. That is why they are on rampage to grab land at all costs. One Fulani minister come out and said that in the area of Conquest, that Benue State belongs to the Fulanis because they are ready to conquer there and take it over by force. Who are the Fulanis? From Western Sahel, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, Somalia, Libya. Western Sahel, they are coming to dwell in your land, killing your people, maiming them, kidnapping them for ransom, even giving conditions to localities in their own ancestral land, collecting taxes from them. And Nigeria government, you tell me they are not complicit. My brother, Islamization agenda is still on course because Tinubu have chosen Muslim ticket. They doubt Tinubu not a real Muslim. So for him to solidify that he is a real Muslim, whatever he says, they must follow. Believe it or leave it. This one is not, they talk say. If you meet an Hausa man, he will tell you Bararobe, which is Yoruba, that they are fake Muslims. So now Tinubu want to solidify that they are really real Muslims by obeying whatever they say. The next line of action is to make sure that they sign Sharia court in Ogun State and Oyo State. It will start from these two states before other southwest states will take over. Go and mark my word. Before Tinubu finish his 4 years. So that for Sokoto don't they push him now. They don't they threaten him now with 2027. You must legalize Sharia law in the Yoruba land or nothing for you in 2027. So even if Tinubu even if all the whole Almajiris did not die, all the whole area being surrounded by bandits and terrorists, as long as Tinubu can sign Sharia law for them, let them take over Southwest, my dear. Tinubu have 2027. Even if let the economy collapse. That is why the Tonaners are the one now who is crying that they hold the most highest power in this country, rather in their country called Nigeria, but they are the more poorest and more undeveloped. They can kill their people for power. That Uzon Naji said, this one, they shake us, okay. No one, now one night it will disappear. Where is Jacob Zuma's status? Mad people everywhere. My dear, Jacob Zuma's status and this one is very, very different. They know why they named that place Ganuje Drive. A call Fulani. You are joking. I thought I said Bianca Ojukwu sold us. MVP said you can't do anything. You autopilot criminal and murderer. Igbos are wide awake now. Your scam of Biafra is no longer working. Your job of kidnapping and car snatching is no longer blossoming, especially in Anambra. Agone Chamber have arrived. More woes will befall you all. Stanzi man said, Arumero. One Chineke said, why didn't the new governor of Old Imo State, under whatever name you bingos gave it, to stop the inauguration? Simon Ekpa, Don Biafra said, yes, what do you expect from the blood sucker moron? Don't you know it is Ganuje that made this criminal a governor and he is killing our people to please them? No time than to rise up now. That is all I can take from this post. But let's go to Aloy Ejimako's forum. Herdsmen killings, Ebonyi community resident narrate how army personnel seize their phones and stop taking videos. How army personnel, people who are mourning. I feel like crying for my people. But where are the people who are supposed to fight this cause? Ogechukwu and Tomak Parawa and the rest of them are busy attacking Ngozi Orabeze. I think the only way these people have to prove, whether the two factions, this faction or the other faction, the only way they can prove that they are working, that they are the real government. I'm talking about Ogenkere. He is the one that is in charge of Homeland Security. The only way he's supposed to prove to the Biafran that, yes, I am the one, is to make sure that he stopped even, he won't even beg anybody to follow him. Everybody will follow him if he can secure the territorial integrity of Biafra, that not any single soul has been lost. But look at it. What did we get? We get taking pictures, attacking Ngozi Arabeze. Now, at Rose_Army now have begun its own, which we know that Vam is the one that's handling that account. But all of the name of men on ground are the one talking. All of them are creating one account or the other, posting about Ngozi Arabeze day in, day out. She is the only problem they have. The blood of the innocent are being shed on Biafra territory. They don't even concern. They have already turned now to Nigerian politicians who is ready to sacrifice their own people just because they want to remain in power. And every day we keep saying, and people are following them, calling the Biafrans morons, calling the Biafrans zombies, simply because they didn't believe in what you believe. Does that warrant the name callings? If you want to attack somebody who said anything, attack that person direct. Stop generalizing it. So now will come and say Biafra Igbos are cursed. There's one that called Eunice, and I'm very sure that one is also a Calabar or from Akwa Ibom. She will also come and abuse the Igbo that Igbos are cursed, Igbos are zombies, Igbos are oncolos because they didn't follow Ogetukunkere. The real enemies are busy having a field day in our community. And we are busy attacking one another all in the name of we can know how to write and read. That is where an Igbo people get strength. To attack one another, to kill one another. All the whole people that they integrated into that, what do you call it? Into that vigilante that are busy killing the innocent youth of Imo State. What is all of them? They are Igbos and they join the security force of Biafra to fight the real enemies, which is the Fulanis and the governors of the southeast. What will happen? Casey Black said, Aloy, step aside. Majority of this noble IPOB family have lost faith in you. Step aside, Aloy. And I told this guy talk. Aloy, step aside. Aloy, you resigned Michael Zekome and Ifani Ejiofo. Since then, what is the result or what victory have you recorded so far? 400 CM said, I saw this news and remembered Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He would not have kept silent if such a thing happened. Tazi said, I beg, rest. That is a law they are talking to. A Test of Africa said the law has been passed for the citizens of the United States of Biafra to carry arms for self-defense. Let those who want to live comply with our self-defense law or hold your peace. Our hashtag freedom, our safety, and our security are in our hands. All must hail the United States of Biafra. What is going on is Conquest agenda. What is going on is Conquest agenda. That is what is going on in the southeastern part of the country. They want to Islamize the country. They want to hold on to the country. In this comment, one of our brother posted, I think, a Test of Africa. The one kind of interview that been had by one Yoruba activist, or maybe he said, danger, jihad style, Fulani conquest agenda will continue unless we halt it. Commander Oluwomi retired. He is the one that made this comment. Let us listen to him before we continue with other messages what we have here. So please, let us listen to this, our brother, and you judge by your own self whether what I'm saying all this while is true or false. This one is from a verifiable source.
Let's talk a bit about this whole conversation about Islam.
It might be an old video, but this guy said it the way it is. And this is exactly what is happening today. Somebody will come down and say, hey, this one don't tell, we don't hear them before. As you hear them, what do you do about it? That is the question.
Islamizing the country with our population and our dynamics. You know, is it possible that someone can sneak this in at some point and force all of us under some sort of regulation?
I debunk whatever background music that have been played on this video. So you two, please take note. What I'm recording is the voice. I have nothing to do with the background song. I'm recording the message for my people to hear it, that the conquest agenda is what is happening in the so-called contraction of a country, Nigeria.
That we do not ascribe to? Is it possible that this can happen in this country?
It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. Do you know Constantinople? Today's Turkey? They were almost 98% Christian before now. Today, they are an Islamic country. I did Islam in my master's program, and I was trained by Professor Alijani. He's a Persian. He's an Iranian American. And I scored A. That's excellent in Islam. So I know them. It may take them 1,000 years. they will Islamize Nigeria. So they will take it slowly, gradually. They don't forget. All of us will be dead after some time. Our children that don't care, or this Gen Z will come. They will still Islamize this country.
Yes,
in Turkey. Turkey. What stops you? Why do you think they won't do it here? Except we take steps now, because we are the ones that are talking about these things.
Yes,
our next generation in 50 years will not even care. You understand? So I'm thinking that if some part of the country, I don't want to be specific, if they feel strongly about an ideology, a religious, I think they can restrict it to their area. And I think maybe Tinubu should do well by developing this issue of regional autonomy where everybody should organize themselves. Or at worst, let the country actually go apart and you can do whatever you want in your area.
So you have heard it very, very loud and clear that these people can take many 1,000 years, 2,000 years, but they must surely achieve it. That Turkey we are seeing today as a Muslim country, or as Islam, is once 98% of Christians, only 2% are Muslim. But what happened today? That 2% have conquered the whole of Turkey, and now Turkey is being regarded as an Islamic country. Fulani conquest plan for Nigeria. Gazette said, sacked communities in Benue, others renamed to Fulani names. And look at this man who said, Benue belongs to Fulani herdsmen by right of conquest. Professor Mohammed. And in that edition, I see Vanguard posted this. We need Fulani vigilantes in Southeast. Miyeti Allah. Fulani conquest and rule of the Hausa Kingdom of Northern Nigeria, 1804 to 1900. This game has to end now. Fulanis have declared war against indigenous Nigerians. Danjuma, that's T.Y. Danjuma, cries out. And we have this one. Government is supplying us with AK-47. Cows didn't give birth to guns. Sahara reporters once carried this news. He said, we can't allow Nigeria to bear arms despite rising killings. Buhari's minister says. We can't allow them to bear arms. And that is why the law that have been passed in place for Biafrans to bear arms will still be in vogue, whether they like it or not. Talk about peace, said free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Damoxi said, what he who have done? Nothing. He had built a monster that is bigger than him now. Who is that? I don't know. Ogechukwu God's time said, what is really happening? Positivity King said, is Nnamdi Kanu now resident in DSA detention? What use is all these speeches and statements from a man in bondage? Nnaji said at Alex Oti, at Peter Mba, and at Sisi Soludo, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling Ndibo to rise up in defense of Ali Igbo from both officially uniformed herdsmen and the bush herdsmen. You all used to have emergency meetings on how to stop Nnamdi Kanu. Now, why no meetings on herders killing Ndibo? They will not. They will not. Joyce said they are not after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are after us and our ancestral lands. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just obstructing them. That is why they detain him unjustly, and the whole Igbo race is letting Nigeria brave. We're supposed to suffocate them all. Thomas Ugu said that's why government are fighting Biafra agitators, so they can exterminate the Igbos, but God passed them. Wednesday Simon, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is in Finland at Ray Donald Trump and at Alex Stowe. Rachel Nwosu don't come out and say, Biafra land is a very terrible situation. The Fulanis has a mission to exterminate the Igbo race. Peaceful people in their villages are being killed in most brutal way as part of the Fulanis plan of a systematic extermination. It is one of the reasons for holding our leaders to ransom. Victor Don Omeji Jr. said, it is time you humbly resign, sir, because you are not doing well. Isim Mini said, Aloye Jimako, in as much as I'm concerned, you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu siblings are part of the parcel of insecurity in the southeast. You benefit from their criminality. Ever since you see that Simon Ekpa has been arrested, why haven't you condemned his evil? You can deceive others, not me. Ebekue. Wahala no dey finish. Bothman say you are using IPOB to cash out and settle your debts with the zoo, one Nigeria. Remember, whatsoever you do, you will receive your rewards. As far as the Biafra struggle is concerned, continue fooling around. Alloy, people have lose trust in you. You better step down. Bustling Bobo said haters of ESN are mute. They had no plan to protect Igbos. Rather, they were brainwashed to hate Igbo defenders. The source, a sitting governor said they should forgive the perpetrators. What's really wrong with those that call themselves leaders? Maybe they are under a spell. He didn't even say that there will be justice for the dead. I weep for my people. Freedom said you are the best of the enemies, sir. Jealousy and envy overwhelmed you, and you took over what is beyond you. Negotiator failed in Kenya, Britain, and everything someone else had worked for. You have destroyed everything, yet you are still claiming to be a lawyer. You are a fool. My people, I don't want to go on and on, because if I could continue reading comments here, we're not going to live here. But the ones I read and a few points of mine, I'm sure that I'm able to convince you, but not to confuse you, that these people are in for a long ride, and we're going to give them what they desire. Let every hand be on desk, not sitting in one place. So please like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I is coming back.